How you coming? How you feeling? What's the word? It's your host 700 Green, man, and I appreciate you for coming to kick it with me on the Overthinking podcast, man. Episode 11, man. That's crazy. Really, episode 11, man. And the way I do my episodes, I don't just like create them just on some like ooh, you feel me? Like I really want to create good topics, good key points to give to everybody who watches. Like I really be trying to drop the best game, the best jewels that I can provide. So I allow God to put it on my heart and my soul, and even allow myself to go through certain situations in life to put it in a little YouTube video. So episode 11 is called Faith Over Fear, man. Faith over fear. This one gonna be smooth because this story time happened literally 60 minutes ago, an hour ago. Literally, it's 4:14 right now. This happened at 3:14. No bull, no BS. So boom, right? Faith over fear. So I'm on my way to work, right? The place that I'm at right now. I'm on my way to work, and I call myself an Uber. I scheduled me an Uber for like to come get me so I can come to work. I gotta be at work at 4. I gotta be at this place at 4, 4 to 12. Man, crazy little shift, but it's decent. So boom, call me an Uber, scheduled it so it come grab me around like 2:50, 2:55 the latest, 3 o'clock the latest, so I can get here around like 3:45. It's a no traffic or no traffic. It's like 35 minutes, but you gotta we in Chicago, but it's always gonna be a little traffic. So I give myself a little 45 minute, extra 15-minute window so I can get there in 45 minutes so I can So I call me Uber, right? The Uber, it take like 2-3 minutes to connect because once you call the Uber, they got to connect you with a driver. So boom, they connect me with a driver in like 2-3 minutes. So I'm like, all right, bet. They say phone them gonna be here in 13 minutes. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I get Ubers and I look at the person that's coming to pick me up, coming to scoop me, I look at their profile, I look at their card, and I look at their name. I don't know why. It's just I feel like it's smart. You gotta know who coming to grab. So boom, it was a dude. So I'm like, all right. His name was some like Russian, like his name. I no racist stuff. I could not pronounce his name. His name was like a sound effect. Like his name was like on my homie. His name had an X, a C, and a Q in it. Like who you know with a name that got an X, a C, and a Q? Come on, bro. So that threw me off. It's a little windy right now, but it feels good. It's like 80 degrees. So he had an X and a C and a Q in his name. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Profile picture, I'm like, all right, whatever. 13 minutes, bet. I'm watching the YouTube video. The YouTube video I was watching to pass the time by was 8 minutes. After the 8 minute video, because that's how I timed it, I'm like, okay, after this little 8 minute, 22-second video, he should be like 5 minutes away, 4 minutes away. So that's going, because I ain't even fully ready. I ain't even got my, I ain't fully dressed because I'm like, it ain't, all I gotta do is just put on shoes and my coat and grab my stuff and my lunch. So, So I watched the video over with. I swipe up, go back to the Uber app. It still say 13 minutes, and he's in the same. You could zoom in on the Uber app map to see where your drive at. It tells you how far y'all know. He in the same He in the same space, same street, same by the same gas station. 13 minutes, 8 minutes ago. So I'm like, hold on, for you tweaking. So I text him. I say, yo, bro, you stuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, is you stuck? He ain't text back. I called him. Now when you call the Uber driver, it says right when you call, it say this phone call is being recorded. Then it start ringing, and then it ring probably like 2 times. Then they pick up. That's if you're an Uber driver, because I used to do Uber, so I'm already knowing. It said that, right? It said this call about to be recorded. It rung once or twice, and then it said the driver did not connect his phone. So I'm like, all right, folks, is he a scam? Like, is this a bot? He tweaking. So he didn't pick up the phone. I text him again. I said, yo, bro, what you on? Like, you coming? Woo woo. Then he texts back, call him again, same thing. Phone call about to be recorded, it rung twice. He ain't pick up. So I'm like, all right, folks, I'm finna be late. So I'm starting to get a little antsy. I'm starting to get a little, I'm starting to overthink. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, ooh. So I disconnected. I mean, I canceled the ride. Thank God I didn't pay for it. Because usually when you cancel rides and stuff like that, You got a cancellation fee and all that. I ain't get no cancellation fee. So the same, and the ride was $38. So the ride was like 38. The ride was like 38.90 from Chicago to another city in Illinois. That's a decent little price. It could be. It could have been worse. But keep holding on to the keep holding on. Listen. So boom, canceled ride. I got my 38.90 back. So I'm like, all right, man. It ain't about the money. I'm trying to get to work. You know what I'm saying? So I can make some more money. So I had to rebook the Uber. Tell me why the price went up $10 in the time I was waiting for my Uber to get to my crib. It went up $10. Like that's how it is in Chicago, man. You blink, it go up $1. Like, man, it went up $10. So I was blue because I'm like, man, I could have got to work for $38.90. Now I'm gonna get to work for $48.05. I'm what? So I'm like, all right, whatever. Got the Uber. So the same $38.90 I got back, I put it back into the $48.05. So I just added $10. So I'm like, all right, man, that ain't bad. But it's bad because it could have been 38. So I'm like, all right. So I got the Uber. So now when you get the Uber, it's waiting. It say we'll connect you with a driver within 10 minutes. So now I gotta wait 10 minutes. So I'm like, all right, so I'm waiting. At this time, it's like 303, 305. So I'm like, all right. So as I'm waiting, I kid you not, as I'm waiting for my new Uber to come here, I was like, I just, the devil had put like voices in my head, and the voice that was in my head was like, man, I'm tired of God. I swear to you, I heard that voice. It was like, man, I'm tired of God. Do you know I instantly went in prayer mode? I'm like, man, I rebuke that. Because when you think of, because God say our thoughts are not our own. So it's three types of it's three people thoughts that it could be. It could be your own thoughts, it could be God thoughts, it could be God talking to you in your thoughts, it could be yourself talking to you in your thoughts, it could be the devil talking to you in your thoughts. That's why I always tell people when you think something, when we think things, that's just the seed that either we, God, or the devil plant in our head. It's our job to let it grow or to let it die. Obviously, when God gives you a seed and plant it in your head, it's gonna grow regardless because God gave it to you. Well, not regardless, because it's our choice to. God gives us free will. He gives us a choice to. He gives us a choice to either go left or right. You know what I'm saying? So when God gives you a seed, you gotta let it grow. It's gonna grow into a big garden. It's 50-50 with us because we don't know all. You know what I'm saying? We don't know all. We don't know a lot. We know a lot, but we don't know everything. So a lot of our thoughts come from emotions. A lot of our thoughts just come from assumptions. So it's 50-50 with us. And the devil is automatic no-go. When the devil plants something in your head, gotta kill it. Dig it back up off the ground and throw it away. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, I'm like, hold on. Instantly went in prayer mode. I just kept saying to myself, I believe in God. I believe in God. I believe you, Jesus. I have faith in you, Jesus. I have faith in you, Jesus. I rebuke the devil. I kept saying that like 10 times. Because I'm like, man, we don't even rock like that. I know God got my back and my front and my two sides, So boom. I said that, right? So as after I got done saying that, the thoughts went away. And now I'm just at peace for real. I'm just waiting. I'm still a little anxious because I'm like, man, I gotta get to work. I know I'm gonna be. I said that out loud. I was like, man, I'm late as hell. I'm like, I'm gonna be late as hell to work. And then it went from 10 minutes to 7 minutes. So it's still trying to find me a ride. So once it got down to like 2-3 minutes, it said we're connecting you with a driver. Wait 3 minutes before we connect. So as it's saying that, I kid you not, it was around like 3:13, about to be 3:14. But then I said out loud, I said if I don't get up, I said when it does connect me with an Uber driver, he or she has to be within 5 minutes to come get me. If not, I'm gonna be late. 10 seconds after I said that, I got connected with an Uber driver, and he was 1 minute away. Come on, bro. I don't believe in coincidences. Things happen for a reason. 1 minute away. So he came, he pulled up. I said, thank you, God. I'm like, come on. And it ain't even about like, oh, I'm rushing and thirsty to go to work and I'm rushing and thirsty to go to the plantation and make a white man rich. It ain't about that. It ain't even about the money. It ain't about the job. It's just about the principle of like, man, like I felt play. Like how you gonna say you 13 minutes away and then 8 minutes later after the 13 minutes, I still gotta wait 13. Like it was just it's the whole circle. It's never just a piece to a puzzle. It's the whole circle. But boom, he came in a minute, right? Pulled up. At first, the car wasn't moving, so I'm like, oh my life. I'm like, merch is finna. be the same scenario. Like, is it me? Is it that? Do they not want to come scoop me? That's all I'm saying. But then the car started moving, so I'm like, all right, he's gonna be here in 60 seconds. So I'm like, all right, bet. He pull up. He pull up. He drove past my house. So like, let's say my house right here. He over here. He down the block. So I'm like, whatever. I ain't tripping. Just let me get in this car, and I'm gone. So I hop in the car, and I'm like, man, I'm probably gonna be late because it don't tell you your drop off time until you get in the Uber, and then they click, all right, I pick folks up, and then it transfers to your app, and then it'll be like drop off this time. So I get in the car, not knowing what time I'm gonna be dropped off. I just know I got picked up at 3:14, 3:15. So I'm like, I'm probably gonna be like 10 minutes late. I ain't tripping. I get in the car. I had a pen. I gave him the pen. He was like, what's the pen? I gave him the pen. And then he said, all right, we gone. He started driving. It transferred to my app. It said drop off 3:58. I was happy. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So as I'm riding in the Uber, y'all know me. I'm an overthinker. That's why the podcast is overthinking. I overthink. Overthinking is a blessing and a curse if you don't know how to control it. So I'm in the back seat thinking. I'm like, hold on. Let me really evaluate this situation. Call my Uber. Let's all evaluate together. But I'm just saying this is how I was in my room. I called my Uber. 13 minutes away. Cheap price. Right? Boom. Uber driver tweaking. He on bullshit. My bad. I gotta stop cursing, but I'm just expressing myself. I'm trying to relate to everybody behind the camera, but I gotta stop cursing. So call my Uber, cheap price, 13 minutes away. Boom. Uber driver tweaking. He on BS. Cancel the ride. Got another ride. Potentially, caught another ride. Time going down because I gotta be at work. $10 extra. A little irritated, a little anxious, whatever. Get the Uber. Waited 10 minutes to be connected. Got down to the last minute of waiting. Came in 60 seconds. Once I got connected with the Uber driver, he scooped me in 60 seconds. You know what I'm saying? What else? Got picked up. Didn't know what time I was gonna get to work. Got in the Uber driver. Still gonna get to work on time. So my synopsis, my conclusion to this is faith over fear. I was afraid that I was gonna be late for work. I was afraid of spending more money. You know what I'm saying? I was afraid the devil put thoughts in my head saying that, oh, out of everything that's going on in your life right now, God threw another bad seed. And you know what I'm saying? God threw out of all the things that you're going, this was the devil telling me, man, you going through all this and God did this to you. I instantly rebuked that. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Faith over fear, man. Have faith. When things look like they ain't going your way, if you just show God the faith of a mustard seed. Y'all know what a mustard seed is? Y'all know them sesame seeds on the sesame seed bun? A mustard seed is smaller than that. So all God wants you to do is have faith of a sesame seed, smaller than a sesame seed, a mustard seed. He wants you to have faith this big. If you have faith the size of an ant's leg, man, God gonna move mountains. You have this much faith, God will do this much in your life. Like I'm telling you, man, I just had to share that, man. Even though it's not really, I know y'all probably thinking like, oh, that's it. Woo, it's not like he saved you from drowning, but it's like it's not about what happened. It's about what you took from what happened and what I took from. And all this happened an hour ago. What I took from this was faith, man. Faith, faith. Everybody that's watching this, share this with a friend, a cousin, share this with a neighbor. Tell your neighbor to share it with their cousin. Like I really want to spread messages, man. Like we need to get back on God's team, man, because God never left our team. You know what I'm saying? Have faith, man. Don't worry about your situation. Don't worry about what you see, because what you see is not what it really is. You know what I'm saying? People used to say, don't believe what you hear and only believe half what you see. You know what I'm saying? Because man, we live in the world, and if y'all know how I know, the world is, I think the world fake, man. No bull. But that's another story for another day, for another topic, man. But have faith, man. Faith over fear, man. Don't never let your emotions, especially as women too, but especially as men, like we We think logically, women think emotionally. As a man, think logically. Don't never let your emotions dictate a situation. Yes, all of our emotions, women and men, all our emotions is valid because emotions exist. They're valid because they exist. But they don't matter because, like I be telling people, it don't matter if you having a bad day. Those bills still got to get paid. It don't matter if you having a bad day. That baby still got to get fed and changed. It don't matter if you having a bad day. Things still got to get done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Faith over fear. Don't never let fear control what God controls. Don't never let fear steer the boat when God, the one that made the boat. You know what I'm saying? Faith over fear, man. You ain't gotta go to sleep, but you can't watch me, man. Always keep God first. Love yourself, because God is within us. I gotta learn my outro. I know my intro by heart, but I gotta learn my outro. I wrote my outro down. Praise. I gotta learn it. But I'll see y'all next episode, man. Y'all be smooth.